All right, guys. Well, hey, welcome to our Almost Sunday podcast where we're going to be hanging out, talking about some current events from the week.
Yeah.
Because it's almost Sunday.
It is.
almost
It's
Sunday.
true.
So
2 days away.
I'm Nick.
I'm Cooper.
I'm Gracie.
They also call me Nicolicious.
And
Nah.
we never
No
call
one ever does. He tries to make this happen.
That's
It could
a lie.
be a thing.
That's a lie. It's never been a thing, and it never will be a thing.
We will keep it from being a thing. We will be personally invested.
All right, you
personally
guys
invested in that
keep us
cause.
accountable. We are sponsored by
Swig.
Swig,
Yep.
out in Mission.
We love them.
That
they love
particular
us.
location.
Not really, actually. We sponsor them actually because
We give them our
We give
we
them
give
our
them
money.
our money in our business.
Yes.
This is a Gracie thing,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it
I'm the
is.
biggest Swig promoter fan you'll ever meet. I'm obsessed. Literally
So,
obsessed.
It's true.
So she, for such a little person,
Oh,
is so passionate about certain things.
Yes,
true.
it's true.
it's true.
And so for us, she makes us like come into her passion.
I will be like, guys, we need Swig. We need dirty sodas. This is what we need to try. Yeah.
No, it's not just like that. She'll come in on a Tuesday morning and just be like, I just need Swig. I just need it in my life.
Yeah. And
That's
So
when
much
Desperate.
so that you made me drive all the way out to Lee Summit.
you did that on your own accord.
That's true.
It
It's
was
true.
a long week, and we were all a little.
We had a big weekend
Big
of Next
weekend.
Gen Ministry
true.
because we're on
It's
a
true.
Next Gen
and we
Ministry
needed a
team.
pick me
Let's
up.
go next
And we
year.
had a big Wednesday night. It was
Yeah.
like Clouds, the Dreamville.
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 It was
That
Dreamville
great.
night.
Yeah.
And I could tell you guys were tired, so I drove
We were so
out there.
tired, and we
Got you
appreciate
some
it.
Swig.
Thank you
It's
so
But
much.
amazing.
Gracie, here's my beef with you.
Oh, okay. Let's
Here's
get
my
on the
beef.
open
I know you're
okay.
nervous about this podcast,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're just gonna air all your dirty laundry.
This is
Perfect.
perfect.
Cooper and I love to make fun of Gracie. So
It's true. With
it's
love.
fine.
With
Oh,
love in our
I-
hearts.
She dishes it back even
yeah,
harder
it's
sometimes.
true. It's true.
And my beef with you, Gracie,
Okay.
is that look, I drove out to Lee Summit for Swig.
Yep.
Cooper
He
went out
picked
to
it.
the Mission one.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
we come into your passions. We enjoy what you enjoy.
It's
It's true.
true.
It's true.
You still have not watched Sweet Home Alabama. That is a Gracie movie.
It's a Gracie movie.
I know. I just haven't gotten around to it. It wasn't on anything to stream, and
Not-
so I just gave up. I'll watch it sometime.
You haven't
Come
got around to it, but you binged the Walter Boys.
Well, yeah, because season 2 came out. I didn't want to see any spoilers online. I wasn't going to see any spoilers for this old. Okay, I don't want to say old.
What?
I don't know when this
What?
movie came out, but
Ageist.
Ageist, borderline offensive.
It's not on social media. I'm not going to see any spoilers of Sweet Home
That's
Alabama.
true.
What am
That's
I going
true.
to see spoilers of? My Life with the Walter Boys. In the summer, I turned pretty, so I
Yeah.
need to watch that when it
This
comes
always
out.
happens. I have
Summer
no
Turned
idea
Pretty.
what that is. You got every day. You guys bring up something new.
A new show,
Yeah. What is the Walter Boys?
It's basically the summer I turned pretty,
but worse.
but
worse.
cringier and country version.
Yes.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I watched 2 episodes of The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Let's
With
go.
my wife.
Round of
I'm so
applause.
proud.
Because
Round of
you
applause.
said we're watching it, like you guys
Yeah.
were watching.
We
Yeah.
talk about it all the time.
I'm like, this is the dumbest thing ever.
It's
But I watched
but
it.
it's really good.
Sweet
but
Home
simultaneously
Alabama.
fantastic.
I'll watch. Okay, I'll watch it sometime.
Okay. Pop quiz. What movie did I recommend you watch yesterday?
Oh,
Did you write it down?
No. Oh yeah. House something.
What?
Yep.
House?
Yeah.
I don't know
Do
what
you
movie.
remember what it is?
No, I can't
Yeah,
remember.
wasn't it House?
Uh,
Street. House.
Street House.
You don't remember either?
No, but man, it was a good one.
House funny.
Oh,
the
yes.
house funny.
House
That
Yes,
was,
yes.
I'll
That's,
do it.
that's
Come
a
on, don't test
classic
me.
humor one.
Yeah,
I need to watch
kind of
that.
a dumb
That does
comedy.
look like a me movie.
Dumb comedy, frou-frou-y.
Yeah.
Frou-frou. It's
I,
gonna be
I'll
great.
need to watch it.
Yeah.
But this is exciting, guys. This is exciting. We're here
Yeah.
We're here. We've been talking about doing this for a while, and
It's
finally
true.
making it happen.
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
we love having conversation.
We talk
And,
all the time.
we're pretty funny. and
Pretty funny.
informative. We hope so.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
hope that we can have good conversation.
Yes, exactly.
Look at some like relevant like things that are happening.
It's
and
true.
then have
It's
some
true.
faith-based conversations about how that could influence our life. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it might be a stretch,
It's true. It's true.
but sometimes it's going to be like spot on.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're being honest, they're all just getting an insight into what it looks like to be a part of the next gen team.
It's our dynamic.
This
What
is an
The
everyday
Office looks
thing.
like.
We
Yes.
have random conversations when we're probably supposed to be doing important ministry work.
It's true.
We are talking with each other all the time.
Yes,
Always
it's a
work
fact
together.
of life.
And
Always.
you know what? Like we're like mildly comfortable right now.
Yes.
Like this is the first. So
Mhm.
this is a little bit like
Yeah.
nervy for the first time. Gracie was
Gracie's
so nervous.
nervous right now.
She like zoned out. She disappeared for about 10 minutes right before we started
Not
filming.
like disappeared. I was just sitting here.
She went
Yeah,
completely
In my own
silent.
world.
but gone. And I
Gone.
asked her where she
I
went.
couldn't even eat my snack, which is saying something.
That's a big deal.
That's
That's a big deal.
Whoa.
Big thing. I know.
No snack.
No
Gracie
snack.
snacks all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we look like we snack all the time, but
Sometimes I do.
that's all right.
I like a little
I
snack in the
snack.
afternoon.
I love a snack.
That's good.
Candy gets me.
I love candy.
Good
It's
candy.
too good.
Need some candy.
All right, guys. So today
Yes.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna present
Amazing.
love
the
it.
thing that we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
And it's a big one.
I'm excited.
It's a big one.
I'm excited.
And on Netflix, there's a show that I'm not necessarily recommending people watch if you can't handle some like lewd and crude speech, because in it is some texting that happens. What's that called? Catfishing?
Catfishing.
Yes, it's a
bullying.
documentary.
It's a documentary.
Not
Yeah,
really a
yeah.
show.
Yep.
It's a documentary.
It's a documentary that happened in October. It started in October 2020.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And for 2 years, there was like an 11-month break somewhere in there, but for 2 years, basically, they were getting like 70 to 80 text messages a day. This teenage girl and her boyfriend, that's kind of where it started. So this teenage girl starts getting these texts. So again, if you haven't watched it, you want to watch it, you should probably pause and go watch it. But again, there is some like crude text in
True.
there, but it's a great like social, I don't know.
Yeah.
For people that love to like study people and we want to like help people,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's an interesting thing to watch.
And it's like the text messages, they're crude, but it's like the real text messages
Yeah.
from the situation. So it's like you're seeing what was happening, which is crazy.
And the whole like thing about catfishing is that the person receiving the text has no idea
who's sending them.
who's sending them.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
there's some like mystery behind it. So for 2 years, like 70 to 80 text messages a day,
Yeah.
and just like berating and like calling her names, mostly
Yeah.
geared towards this teenage girl. And they were trying to figure out, investigators were involved, the parents were involved
Yeah,
all
yeah.
throughout. And so I watched this. Jennifer White, shout out, she's on our
Shout
church
out
to
staff.
Jen.
She
Shout out
also
to
Jen.
she was the one that brought it up. But I remember seeing this story when it came out, so I kind of knew. And Cooper, I told him about it,
Yeah.
so he knew. But Gracie did not know.
No, I
So-
heard about it and I knew people were watching it, but I avoided all spoilers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was gonna watch it.
But then this morning, we watched the first 47 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
With Gracie,
Mm-hmm.
and but we stopped right before they revealed who it was, and so we're gonna.
So excited.
I have so many. I'm so lost because we've gone through so many suspects.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, they had so many options, and I'm like, well, it has to be somebody that we already know. Do you know, for it to actually like hit hard? Like people are freaking out about it. So I'm like, but I don't know who would be. My thought is like maybe it is the girl. Do you know the
Yeah.
The friend,
original girl? No, the actual girl.
oh yeah, texting.
I was like,
herself,
maybe
yeah.
it really is
Yeah.
her. Maybe it is the boyfriend. Like I'm like, I don't know because it has to be somebody that we know.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I don't even have a guess.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Well, your
so-
guess is like it's,
Okay, yeah,
it's
I guess
maybe
that's
her
my guess.
texting.
Maybe
Maybe
her,
her
but still, I'm like,
herself
but
for
why
attention.
would she? Like, I need to know the reason behind
Yeah.
these messages, and they're so forward. Like the messages are so forward. That's what's like really getting me.
And again, just so assaulting.
So
Yeah.
assaulting. Oh my gosh.
And
She's
for us
getting-
that works in youth ministry,
With kids.
how would you
Yeah,
feel?
well, that's
Oh.
what I was gonna say. Like, this poor teenage girl and her ex-boyfriend
Yes.
are getting these texts constantly that are like so not only vulgar but so like just hateful.
Mm-hmm.
And like over the span of 2 years, to a point where like she's feeling suicidal and the boyfriend was feeling the same way, and like they felt like they couldn't have any friends with anybody because then that number would text who the new friends were, and
Yeah.
was like totally ruining this girl's life. As like a youth pastor, I would be so not only angry but just like heartbroken for
For the
like what
kid.
this girl's going
Mhm.
through. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so horrible.
It's terrible.
And as a dad, I've got a 12-year-old, 12, 10 boys, 7, 3 girls. I could not imagine,
Mhm.
legitimately. Like, it made me frustrated. And of course, they're interviewing the teenage girl, which she's older now, right? Like 3 years
Yeah.
older. But yeah, just so terrible.
It's so terrible.
How would you felt in your teenage years, getting texts that were just calling you names and
Like you would like to think it wouldn't affect you because you're like, oh, it's just text. You know who it is.
Mhm,
But
yeah.
It really is true that I mean, me personally, at that time in my life, I totally would have been affected. And I feel like I wouldn't talk about it a lot. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm getting all these messages personally.
You would have like kept it hidden?
Yeah, I
like,
would have been, yeah, for sure. Because I think I would have been embarrassed by it
Okay.
when I was in high school.
Well, everyone
sure.
knew in the high school.
Yeah, because it was such a small high school.
Yeah.
Literally.
But
So
they
everybody
kept
knew.
interviewing people. They kept interviewing, so everyone started to know because they're like trying to find.
Yeah.
They assumed it was like
Figure out who the
Somebody
person
in
is.
the
somebody in the
school.
high school,
Yeah.
and maybe it was. We'll see.
I
Gonna
need
find
to
out.
know.
You ready to know?
I'm so excited.
Okay, here we go.
Well, I mean, as excited.
I've queued it up. Yeah, I mean, excited may be a weird term.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I'm probably not
terrible,
excited.
but-
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Wait, so you guys have already seen this?
Yeah. And just tell everybody that's watching, listening, we watched all of it.
Sorry.
We watched all of it up until the point where it reveals who the person is that's been sending all these horrible text messages.
Okay.
So you're getting Gracie's
They've been
live
leaving
reaction.
in suspense for
So they're
like 45
about
minutes.
to tell the mom. So the mom's sitting there. They're about to tell the mom who they found out. I skipped
Oh,
the
okay.
part where they revealed who it is, and now they're going to tell the mom.
Or
who
we're
it
gonna tell the
is.
mom. Okay.
When we were doing the investigation and the FBI got involved, we come up with some stuff that comes back to you.
What do you mean?
The messages coming and originating from you. Every message that went to the kids, your number come back through Pingree or whatever it is, the app that's tried to hide it. Your number, even though it was being hid, showed up every single message.
Wait. Okay. I'm sorry. They're saying it's this mom, the girl's mom.
Yep.
She's been crying about her daughter this whole time.
Yep.
Like crying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Telling her daughter not to worry about it.
My number?
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I'm shaking. This is so
Does
sad.
it have to do with Owen? Is there an infatuation there with Owen?
No, nothing like
She's
that.
in love with the
Okay,
boyfriend.
and just tell me what did he treat Lauren bad? I mean, something serious, because it went on for a while, right?
Yeah, and it didn't start that way.
And I'm sure it didn't.
She just admitted to it. She said it didn't start
Yep.
that way.
Okay. Wait, we'll have to watch the rest later.
Okay.
You want to watch the rest, don't
I'm
you?
shaking. That's terrible.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Her mom was being like, don't worry about it. Okay, I'm sorry.
I feel bad because I'm smiling right
That's
now.
what I was like.
I'm like, we gotta because I'm not happy. I'm just enjoying watching
your
you.
reaction.
I was
Yeah.
just, but I thought I was like misreading what he was saying for a hot second when he was like, it's coming, like tracing back to you. I was like, what's tracing back to her? Like, I didn't even think I fully comprehended that he was saying that was her for a second.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. So she's in love with the boyfriend? Or just no, she just wants to torment her own daughter.
She's cyberbullying her own daughter and her daughter's ex-boyfriend and other people that get involved in the relationship.
So you'll find out later when we watch the rest.
Yeah, we'll watch the rest
that
of this.
she doesn't necessarily say about the boyfriend. That's the detectives think that maybe that could be,
Okay.
but like she'd been laid off from her job
Oh.
and
don't know that.
didn't tell her husband, didn't tell her daughter, so she'd been laid off for 2 years, and so
That's crazy.
so she had been like living this lie.
Like, I'm going to work.
Yep, for 2 years.
Whoa.
And so later you'll see the husband come in and he finds it all out. So like this whole dash cam from the cops, you see the daughter comes in and finds out.
Oh, I
And
can't
the
wait to see their
husband
reactions.
Comes in and finds out.
That's wild.
And
Oh my gosh. Do I get answers of why she's doing this?
not necessarily because it's just so wild. So she said that it just started out as something. She didn't even give like explanation. Just started as something small, and she goes, she just got lost in it all. I think maybe it stemmed from some some mental illness for
Of
sure.
course.
Yeah.
But then also transformed into or she also was bored. She was also living a lie.
Yeah.
And then I think if I were to pinpoint it, it was this this weird syndrome where she wanted the daughter's affection. So she was sending her daughter these texts, and that's kind of where they landed on. Again, I think there's all these peripheral arguments,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
kind of lands on, and this is what I kind of landed on, was that she was so lost in her life that she needed this affection from her daughter. And so when she sent her daughter these things, as vile and terrible as they
Yeah,
were, then the daughter would come to her and would look up to her and she would comfort her and she felt valued.
That's so mental.
That's so mental.
So
And that's
mental.
crazy too, because I hadn't seen the documentary. When it all came out like 2 years ago, we talked about it and I was like, that's insane.
Yeah, we're all in different place. I watched the whole documentary.
Yeah.
You knew the story, but you haven't seen the end.
Yeah,
you're,
so I
you're
didn't
gonna
know,
be just
like,
as excited.
I didn't know like all the details either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about that. Do you have any more comments about
No,
the story?
I'm so upset. Like for the daughter's sake.
Yeah, that's why
you'd be
I'm
upset.
so upset.
We've had a last.
Especially, no. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah.
You
I'm
can
just
be
saying, like,
upset.
especially someone who like cannot wait to be a mom someday.
Yeah.
Like doing that to your own child
Yeah.
is just like heartbreaking and just wild to me. Like I can't even comprehend.
Yeah, it's so messed up.
So part of like the lens that I've always like tried to put on, you see this, we talk about this all the time, is I'm always trying to like give people the benefit of the doubt. Like we were talking about a situation with the baseball team where I'm always trying to like give people the benefit of the doubt that maybe it's not the way that people are presenting it. Because as I've worked with teenagers over the years, I sit down with one party, they share one side of the story,
Mm-hmm.
sit down with another party,
Get both sides.
share the other side, and they're two different sides that somehow merge into the truth somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm just sitting here trying to process like what could happen. And I'm not saying this is not right at all. It's totally wrong. And clearly there's some mental illness there. But I do think that if I were to put like my brain and be like, what was she going through? Like, I do think there is something about just like needing affirmation, needing to be fulfilled.
Needing like attention or like more so like
I don't think it was attention. It was like she was empty and her daughter was filling a need and she felt like she was valuable. Whereas she got laid off from two different jobs.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
She's at home. Her husband's working a lot. I don't think their marriage was very good.
Yeah.
No,
he
they're
s-
talking about that close to the end.
Well,
when
yeah,
we
he
stopped
said
it.
in the documentary they moved like 8 times.
Right.
Yeah.
So just like a completely shell of a person, what happens when we are just empty and how we can make just some terrible like life decisions based off of that.
Yeah.
And so there was kind of two streams that I thought we would talk about. We would talk about that. And then I had one other topic that I thought would be just relevant as next gen, but also just to parents out there as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, just that concept of like being empty and fulfilling ourselves with other things of the world. We know that the world and the attention of others cannot fill that for us.
Yeah. And I was thinking about this the other day. We pray in our office as a church staff for homes across our city all the time. And I was praying for the fact that like so many people have this, the like void that they're trying to fill with so many things. I have so many friends that I've seen pursue, all kinds of stuff, trying to fill like a void. And it's totally like what you're talking about. Like, they're searching for something to make them feel valuable. And then they do it through partying or do it through relationships that are toxic from the beginning or like all kinds of stuff like that. It's just crazy.
And we're not completely exempt from that either, right?
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
But as believers, we have a better answer. Like we know
Yes.
what fills us. But Gracie, tell us your deepest, darkest secret of
Yeah,
how you
let's get
have
into
Just a
it.
shift to
Let's
the
get
shifting
into
the
it.
pod real
let's
quick.
unpack this today and tell us your deepest, darkest secret
Perfect.
about
Perfect. Let's get
filling your life.
First episode. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Just some light.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking about like I think it just goes to show when you're hurt and like no matter what you do, like you're gonna hurt other people if you don't take the right measures to go through that. She got laid off from her job. She felt worthless, but she didn't tell anybody. Do you know what I mean? She wasn't getting the help or like telling people about it, and she was keeping it to herself, and then in turn hurt so many people. I mean, to an extreme. She went to an extreme.
Yeah.
To where most people might go, but it's like you're hurting yourself and other people in the process extremely bad because you couldn't handle like what was happening in your life and you didn't seek help.
Yeah.
What was happening in your life.
I think that it also is like the house of cards of living a lie. If
Yeah.
you live a lie and a foundational like element of your life is a lie that you're trying to cover up or you're trying to hide.
It's
and
going to be lies on top of lies.
Yeah,
to keep
it's hard
Mhm.
to build upon. Well, not hard. It's impossible
Yeah.
to build a life filled
Mhm.
on a foundation of lies.
Yeah.
So even if it's one thing, right? Like
Yeah.
the Bible says, right, that the Lord will expose those things hidden in darkness.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Like, we are a God of light that lights up the darkest areas. And when we like to keep things dark, we're never going to be able to walk into the light that Jesus has, and which leads to freedom.
Totally. And like the fact that God's light says that the light shines in the darkness and the darkness cannot overcome it. Like there's nothing we could do to keep God's light from stepping into those moments.
Yeah.
It also makes me think about like what Grace was saying and what you were saying about the House of Cards and like all that stuff. It like how much the enemy just wants to isolate us into our own little worlds, right? Like she got laid off from her job.
Yeah.
And she didn't tell anybody. That was a mistake. Like, you know, all kinds of life implications about that, paying for your house and having food and all that kind of stuff. But then not only now is so she's lying about that and lying about what she's doing during the day, but then like you said, just keeps building this house of lies, cards, and it just like further isolates herself into a place where it's like she's just totally alone doing things she probably
She's
would
desperate.
never desperate and probably would never do if she was living in light and living in truth, which is crazy.
I've unfortunately like had a very similar instant like this happen with somebody that I was ministering to. And I remember talking to them, and Desiree, my wife, and I were talking to them, and was like, once the House of Cards fell completely apart.
Yeah.
And we were talking to them like, hey, you know, we wouldn't have cared about any of that. And I think that that's the hardest part when you're building your life on a lie, is that you think you're projecting what the worst case scenario of what people will think of you. And it's barely ever representative of the truth.
Yeah.
And so like we as humans have to have humility to be able to be okay to let other people in. Well, one, let Jesus in, right? Rearrange our heart, but then let others in and not think the worst, think that they're going to like hate us or be like,
totally.
oh man, I'm totally judging you right now because you lost your job or because you're struggling with some sin or fill in the blank, whatever it is.
Yeah. And like think about like what her life could have looked like if she got fired from her job, came to her family and was like, I'm really struggling right now. Like I got fired and I feel like there's nothing I'm doing that's bringing value. I need some affirmation in my life. And like you said, immediately the husband would have been like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't need to have a job for me to love you. And
Might have been like, let me help you find a job. Let's take a peek.
But that moment of the lie led her to spiral so far to a place where she was never standing in the truth and standing in the affirmation that the community would have had around her, her family.
Okay, I got a question. This one's going to rock Gracie a little bit, I think.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Because Gracie, you already mentioned you want to be a mom.
Yeah.
Like
someday.
You've
someday.
Yeah. Looking for that boy. Shout out.
Shout out.
Okay, so you've shared with me.
Okay.
And so share. Just you want
to be a mom.
You feel like one of your main
One of my main callings, yes. To like be a wife and a mother, take care of family, like raise a godly family and like just care for them in that like nurturing type of way. Like I really do. Like that's probably the biggest calling on my life, except for like ministry.
Yeah.
And, like ministering to like kids and families and stuff.
Yeah.
So really.
So we were listening to something the other day and we shared it with Gracie. And we didn't really talk about much because we were busy, but we were listening to somebody online that was sharing about how with your kids, and I think this is relevant to this podcast, that your kids should never be your purpose.
Oh yeah. Like your whole world.
Yeah, like your kids should not be your purpose in life. And this pastor from Texas that we know we're friends with, Cody Lehman, was basically saying that your kids shouldn't be your purpose in life because they're not built and wired to carry that weight.
Yeah, totally.
And it was just funny. We listened to that like 2-3 weeks ago, and then I watched this documentary.
Yeah.
And I thought about, I'm like, her purpose in life like was wrapped around her daughter. And you'll see later in the documentary, like it all got like taken away.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And she was just completely broken, but the daughter wasn't built to carry that weight. Definitely not the way she was putting it on.
Yeah.
But I just I find this to be a fascinating conversation. You are a father to be.
No.
Not yet.
No. Not a father to be.
Someday.
That'd be crazy if that was like how we told
people. If that
people.
was the announcement, I actually would have been so upset.
Crazy would have been so.
This is how you tell us.
No.
From Nick, not even from you.
Not even for
I'll
me.
just throw that out.
Just
to
for
see.
fun.
Yeah.
And then Gracie, you want to be a mom.
Yes.
And then I'm a dad of 4. Like I'm dadding it hardcore right
Yes.
now.
You really
right?
are. You are
Dad
in the
life.
midst of it.
Yeah. Midst of dad
And we
life.
have tons of families in our church.
Yeah.
And what does that look like? Like, how does that tease that out from somebody that's not a parent? And then I'll tease out kind of my thoughts of like, you disagreed with that statement when I first like kind
Which
of
statement?
said it, that your kids shouldn't be your purpose.
Well, yeah, before we talked about it more.
And I'm not even saying that that's not necessarily true, but I tend to like agree with that, and I'll share some like thoughts about it.
Go ahead.
I feel like it's hard. Not like your purpose, not like, that's so hard. Because as someone who does want to be like a mom, and that is like my job, like quote unquote, I guess, is
Mhm.
like raising my kids. That's like, yeah, they're like my purpose and like my day and what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. But it's not like the end all be all, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a hard thing.
I think
Like sorry, go ahead.
no, finish your statement.
No, I don't even know what I was going to say.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, I think it's hard too, because like, I think it's 4 kids. Like the pastor we know was talking about, don't make your kids your entire world. They can't handle carrying the weight of being your only purpose in life. And I think,
And the second point was we're not built for our world to circle around our kids as well. Like we're built for a higher calling
yes, totally.
as well.
And I think
there's more to unflesh there too.
Yeah, and I
Unpack
think as
there.
someone that doesn't have kids, like to the same time, I could make my wife my entire world.
Yep.
And I think it's such a true statement about kids, because not only are they growing and they're trying to step into figuring out who they are and trying to make right decisions and doing dumb things sometimes, but also like to the flip side, I don't think any person is able to handle carrying the weight of being your entire purpose.
Yeah.
Nobody is.
No.
I think
Yeah,
that's-
nobody.
That's why I think that statement is so true, even
Yeah.
though it's jarring as a dad
Yeah,
whose kids are my whole life. I
literally.
mean, like, literal, and by whole life, I mean time, investment, like
He coaches
energy.
2 baseball teams.
2 baseball
Every
teams.
night he's like, right, going to baseball.
Going to a baseball
Go
game
see you guys
tonight.
tomorrow.
every weekend
Every weekend.
baseball.
Baseball.
So, yeah, I just was unpacking that thought that the pastor said, but then also like watching this, and I was like, I've been preaching that for years, but it was just jarring to hear it. But
Yeah.
I've been preaching even in like dating relationship sermon series or marriage talks, right? Like even in premarital counseling, we talk about how we as a couple, Desiree and I, like we are both each other's people, but with Jesus at the core, at the center.
Yeah.
And Jesus is the truth that doesn't let the lies seep in.
Yeah.
And so as a dad, the same thing. Like I'm not going to put that pressure on my kid to be my everything.
Yeah.
Right? And I think maybe not a lot of parents, but many parents do.
Yeah.
Their kids are their everything. So they're pushing them hard to do good in sports, to be the best you could be, to train, do, achieve. I've seen it. I'm in it.
Yeah.
I'm in it right now. And all that's doing to our kids is putting this unneeded pressure that they need to do something to win our approval as their parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that that's even more toxic than the flip side of saying they're not, the center
Yeah.
of my world.
Yeah.
And to show them that, hey, like there's more going on in my life. Like, you're so important to me, right?
Yeah.
But like, I'm a pastor. I'm doing other things. Like I'm doing ministry. I'm playing fantasy baseball, football. Like,
Fantasy
The
football.
important
there's
stuff.
other things I love
Really
doing.
important
The
things.
important
Really important
stuff.
things.
My best friend Josiah still plays in a fast pitch league,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
baseball
that.
league.
That's
He's
cute.
40 years old. 40 years old.
40 years
Josiah.
young. 40 years
40
young.
But he says, I want my kids to know I still have passions and drive in
Yeah,
life.
like you don't get lost in parenthood. I was gonna say that. I feel like a lot of people,
Yeah.
as you were saying, get lost in. I know a lot of mothers. I have a lot of family, and they get lost in motherhood. And like you kind of like you lose yourself, and your only reassurance comes from like your kids and doing good, and your kids needing you instead of your reassurance coming to other things like with God or with other things in your life. And then when your kids grow up and you leave, they're like, what am I supposed to do now?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and it's just hard too. Like, again, as someone that doesn't have kids, but it's so easy to make something your everything. That's not meant to be.
Yeah.
Like I know some people who it's like their career is their entire personality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like I love them and they're doing awesome stuff, but it's like when we hang out, all they want to talk about is their work, which I don't care about. And I'm like, do you have any, like, you've made this one thing your everything.
Yeah.
Or people that do that with sports.
Or relationships.
Or relationships. It's like, I've met Chiefs fans that only talk about the Chiefs. Like, bro, it's June. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing easy. It's not even football season.
Do you think that you can be best friends with your kids?
Ooh.
Oh, best friends.
Like when
You
they
think-
get older?
Well, I think there's different stages.
There's
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
Are you talking when they get older or anytime?
Just open. I'm open to the conversation.
Best friends, like,
Because I
friend's
feel
a
like
weird
this
word.
mom, you'll see later.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, I'm so excited.
she's not a mom. She's a friend. She's like trying to be best friends with this daughter, but that's why she's getting lost in this teenage drama stuff as well.
I think you can have a relationship with your parents or like with your kids that is like a close friendship once they get to the point of like almost being an adult.
Yeah.
Like I had distinct memories in my brain of my dad, and I love my dad, and we're friends. Like I'd say he's my friend. He's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a kid, him being like, "I'm not your friend. I'm your dad. Go clean
Yeah.
your room." I'm like,
Go clean your room.
like there was this like disciplinary side to the relationship where he was the one in charge of me.
Yeah.
And if he was my friend, then I would negotiate what I had to do instead of him being like, "No, this is what's best for you."
Right.
But now being an adult, and I moved into a rental house, and I was talking to him about yard work, and he was like, "Oh, let me tell you
Aw.
all about like this
Oh,
stuff."
that's so cute.
And like we had
Thank
like
you, Chris.
yeah, it was like we had like a friendship moment where we were friends, and he's still my dad, and he
Yeah.
still gives advice. But yeah, what do you think, Gracie?
Well, yeah. I feel like me and my mom are really close.
Yeah.
Obviously. I would consider
Hannah.
us shout out to Hannah. I would consider us like pretty good, like best friends. And that honestly probably started close to the end of high school just because I feel like not that she stopped parenting, but I didn't really need that much parenting when it got to that point. And I feel like our friendship just kind of started there where it just shifted into friendship. And now that I'm like 22 and an adult, I would consider us like best friends.
You know what would be a great idea? To watch Sweet Home Alabama together.
Come on, Gracie.
She'd love that.
She would love that.
She would love that.
Set up a date.
I'll set up
Go
a date and
watch
be like,
that.
hey mom, we're gonna watch it. But I think that you can, but I really do think it depends on the kid. Like if I was in high school and I still needed parenting, I wouldn't want my mom to still be my best friend. I would want her to be my mom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's necessary.
It's necessary. You need that.
I'll use a very strong word. It is toxic
Okay.
to try to be your kid's best friend in their formative years.
Mm.
Absolutely. There needs to be an authoritative presence. And
like discipline.
I'm not even trying to
Authoritative.
give directives on what that authoritative means. Like some people's version of authoritative is,
Yeah.
right? Like just,
Toxic on the other end.
yeah, toxic on the other end, but
Yeah.
yeah, and clearly abuse, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
in those situations is wrong. But I'm saying like some people are going to be more authoritative. I'm a more authoritative, strict dad, but then I've got those loving moments in between. And I'm trying to like let them know right from wrong because I believe that good can be formed. I believe right can be formed within them the same way wrong can be formed when they're not corrected. And so I'm teaching my kids right from wrong and letting them know there should be a healthy level of disruption, or fear is a strong word, but fear that I should not do what is wrong.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
they have that, not in the sense that they think I'm going to storm in and blow their castle down, right? Like,
yeah.
but they know that, and that's my parenting style. And then there's there's soft parenting, right? Like, but there needs to be, and so I'm not giving prescriptive which way, but somewhere in the middle, there needs to be corrective action. And I believe that good can be formed and right can be formed when we are invested in our kids' lives as an authoritative figure, not as a friend. It's the same way when I drive down the street and I see a cop on the side of the road. Like, does not people watching you change our actions?
Yeah. Sorry, I was confused at how you said that question.
Yeah, you kind of
Like,
said
does
it
not
weird in the
the people
beginning.
watching-
You said it weird.
When
in the
someone
be-
is watching,
When
it
someone is
changes.
watching,
Yes.
doesn't it change
Yes.
actions?
Yeah, totally.
Right?
Yeah.
And so an absent parent is not leading
Yeah.
to some kid recognizing that somebody is watching.
Totally.
Also, bringing it back to our relationship with God, teaching our kids
Yeah.
that they have a relationship with God, not that God's this like hovering like I'm watching everything you're doing.
Yeah.
Although he does, right? Like to know that there's a right and a wrong and there's forgiveness all in there in that you show forgiveness to your kids. You tell them that Jesus forgives us for everything we do.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just forming that and not being a
Mhm.
friend, not being afraid to step into correcting our kids and rebuking them in whatever manner you see fit, and not on the extreme end over here.
Yeah.
But where you are saying, hey, this is right and wrong. You could do it in a soft way. You could do it right in whatever way you think. And you know what? I changed my tone with each kid.
Yeah.
Because Colton's different than Reese.
Very true.
Colton is very much me.
Yeah.
And I needed an authoritative
Yeah.
figure. Reese, very soft. It takes very little. And so I correct them differently.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hadley, very much like Reese. She's softer, right? She's more fragile. So I treat her like a rose, like a
Aw,
little flower.
What a good illustration.
Ainsley,
Is a menace.
Oh, menace.
She's a
Menace.
menace.
wild. And so I have to change my tone with each kid and adapt and to be their parent, not their best friend.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's interesting working with teenagers. Like, the funny thing about teenagers is that so many of them think they know what is best to do for like anything, and so many of them are just so not even close to like teenagers make stupid decisions sometimes, and they think they know that's like a good thing or a right thing. And like I was talking with a teenager, and they're like, my friend got into this argument with this other person, and so I went to fight him. I was like, that is not even close. No, just like you,
physically?
yeah, like physically.
I
And I was
love
like,
it.
you escalated the situation
Yeah.
so much, and you're not even involved in what's happening. But they were like, I gotta defend my friends, and I gotta stand up. And I'm like, okay, no, like, yeah, defend your friends and stand up, but that's not how you handle situations in life. And so, like, you're talking about, like, they need correction.
Yeah.
They think they have all these great answers, think they know all these good things, but they don't a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Gracie, mind blown.
Mind blown.
Mind blown.
I'm still thinking about the documentary.
That's what I meant. I
Oh,
didn't mean
okay.
mind
Oh,
blown.
okay, good.
Is
Mind
mind
blown.
blown by my amazing
They're
facts?
amazing.
And
I'm just thinking
dialogue?
the mom that did it was talking with the other mom and parents, and they're like, we got to go to school about this.
We got to figure out who it is.
Yes, and so I'm just like, her mental state had to be all over the place. I cannot wait to watch.
You ready to go watch
of
the
it.
rest?
I'm
ready.
I'm so ready.
I'm so ready.
I have so many questions.
The dash cam or the whatever that's
I
body
can't
cam
wait.
footage.
The
Body cam.
dad is gonna break down. Oh
That's
my
interesting.
gosh.
I wonder if he's going to start crying or get like really angry.
Oh, good point.
I feel like I would get really angry.
I feel like you would get angry. Sorry, not that. Yeah, sorry.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Rageaholic.
That's
right there.
That's how they
Yeah.
treat me. That's how Gracie
I
treats
know.
me in the office.
He's scary.
He's scary.
I know.
He's
I'm
scary.
a very scary guy.
So scary.
All right, well, that's good stuff. Hey, I think just like in recap, right? Like just I think the main things, which we didn't talk about what we were going to talk about, but I think there were some really good things
Yeah.
about like the lies,
Mhm.
right? Like building a life out of lies rather than letting the truth come in. I think that's super important. I think the parenting one is super big, like finding a way to correct and to teach truth, not try to be a best friend with
Yeah.
your kid.
Totally.
I think those are all foundational things,
I agree.
right?
Yeah, finding a way to be vulnerable, telling the truth, even
Yep.
if it's scary,
Mm.
not letting little lies slip in that then you just keep building upon that same lie. It
Mhm.
can be so destructive.
Okay, well, guys, it was fun hanging out with you.
Super
Yeah.
fun.
Listen, we'll see. Like
Hey, let's.
Podcast 1 in the books.
podcast
Yeah, we
episode
did it.
1
Episode 1.
in the
We did it.
books, hanging out with Gracie, Coop, and Nicolicious.
No,
I don't like it.
literally hate
I don't like it.
Actually,
I
didn't
it
like it.
cringes. I
Guys,
shudder. I
Part
don't
of
like
Gracie
it.
dies every time you say that.
You know when you text yourself?
Uh-huh.
You text yourself.
Well, like sometimes actually I do. I text myself like a little
Oh,
note.
Like a
yes,
reminder
like a
or
reminder.
yeah.
Okay.
You know what it says? When,
No, does it say Nicolicious?
Let's see.
I bet it does.
That's even worse.
Let's see really quick.
That's even worse.
I don't like it.
That's wild.
Oh my gosh, not the dash. He even has the dash.
Nick
Nick dash
O.
O delicious. Awful. That is
When
awful.
did you do that?
Years ago. I have not. It's been there for so
Oh
long.
my gosh.
Oh my
listen,
goodness.
Actively embarrassing myself.
Nick, you can't do that.
You
I'm
can't.
serious.
You
You
can't.
can't.
But you
do
know
that.
you love me. Come on.
I do love you.
All right.
It's okay.
All right, guys. Well, that was our
That's
first
it.
podcast. It's almost Sunday.
Almost Sunday.
Almost Sunday. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, love you. Have a great week.
See y'all.